Hello everybody, real quick video, December 27th. While most Americans are anxiously awaiting the return of American Idol and Dancing with the Stars, the US dollar took another hit as the reserve currency of the world, as the Prime Minister and the Premier of China and Japan met on Christmas Day and made an agreement to exchange amongst themselves with the yen and the yuan. What this means is, they traded this year 340 billion, I believe, US dollars. Now, if they're moving away from using the US dollar, that's going to devalue the US dollar and be one step closer to it losing its reserve status. Now, I saw that CNBC had an article that said that this basically does nothing to hurt the reign of the US dollar as a reserve currency, but I disagree with them. I think it's one step closer, and I think that most people have no idea, even care. But for us that are paying attention and are awake and aware of what's going on, this is just more proof of being our own central bank and moving away from the US dollar on our own, having precious metals just like China's doing. They're encouraging their citizens to buy precious metals. They're slowly moving away from the US dollar as the reserve currency. They have 3.2 trillion in reserves. I believe over $1 trillion of that's in US dollars. And Japan also registered to buy Chinese bonds. So as demand for the US dollar declines, because we now hear that the second and third largest economies in the world are going to trade amongst themselves in their own currencies and axe the US dollar, does this mean the US government's going to sharply reduce their expenditures? Yeah, right. They're going to be printing more money, folks. That's why we need to continue to acquire real money, as they're just going to keep printing paper. Of course, that's my own opinion, but I feel that it's agreed upon by at least a lot of people that are probably watching this video. So it's just more steps towards the US dollar losing its reserve currency. Articles below. I'll talk to all of you soon. Bye.